play B, Pennsylvania.
It's a good one. You won $250,000. The winner, Robin Riglin. All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Night at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Hey, you may have noticed a small change to my wardrobe. They've added some stripes to my shirts and some spots to my ties, and by next week, well, who knows what I'll be wearing. But one thing for sure is Robin Riglin is here, sitting in that hot seat, raring to go, waiting for her chance to win $1 million. Nice to see you again, Robin.
Nice to see you.
We didn't have much time to talk last Thursday night, but you work on the Penn State University campus, right?
That's correct.
Researcher?
Research administrator.
Okay. Well, incidentally, what has happened to the Penn State Nittany Lions this year?
The Nittany Lions could use a lifeline, Reg. I mean, they are just...
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
One of those seasons where it all caved in, huh?
Right.
Well, what a run Joe Paterno has had, and he'll probably pull this around, too. Incidentally, what is a Nittany Lion?
You know, I went to Pitt myself, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, but you work at Penn State, but
That's
you still don't know.
I'm a trader.
All right, tell us more about yourself. You're married, and your husband Jim is in the hot seat back there. How you doing, Jim?
Good, Regis.
And what do you do?
I work for a telephone company.
Telephone company, all right. And he had a very romantic way to ask you to marry him.
That's right. He is actually afraid to fly, so I should have known something was up when he asked me to go up for an airplane ride in a plane that his friend owns. But he kept insisting, wouldn't it be nice to go up and see the fall colors? So I said, sure, that'd be great. We went up for the plane ride, and he said, look, there's our house down there. I looked down, and on the roof, in big orange letters, it said, marry me, Robin. And then he took out the ring.
And then he jumped out and pulled the parachute. Very romantic, Jim. Good imagination. Way to go.
Thank you.
See, Robin, you know you're doing just fine here. You've won $1,000. You're just 10 questions away from winning $1 million. And once you reach the $32,000 level, you're guaranteed to leave here with at least that much money. And you have all of your lifelines left, 50-50. Ask the audience, and you can phone a friend. If you want to play along with Robin, go to abc.com right now and join thousands of others using ABC's enhanced TV. All right, Robin, all set to go here? Ready?
I think so.
Audience, are you ready? Yeah, we're all ready. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Going for $2,000, 10 away from $1 million, the man-made substance known as Olestra was created as a substitute for what? Sugar, salt, fat, caffeine.
The answer is C, fat. Final answer.
Just won $2,000. Very good. $4,000 right now. Which of these words best describes a mutually beneficial relationship? Macrobiotic, symbiotic, amniotic, parasitic.
I think I'm going to go with B, symbiotic, and that's my final answer.
And that's the right answer for $4,000. Here it comes for $8,000. The classical art of dressage is used by which of the following? Horse trainer, choral singer, flower arranger, paper sculptor.
I don't really know a whole lot about horses and equestrian events, but I'm almost positive that I've heard this term applied to horses. So I'm going to go with A as my final answer.
She's not going to take that lifeline. Doesn't need it. Got 8,000. Very good, saving those lifelines for when you really need them, huh? We're up to $16,000. In the Grimm fairy tale, what does the queen guess about Rumpelstiltskin in order to keep her firstborn child? His age, his birthplace, his name, his weight.
Boy, it's been a long time since I've read fairy tales. I have a baby daughter now, but she's not quite at that age yet, so I'm in between fairy tales. I think I'm going to ask the audience on this one.
All right, audience, we need your help right now. On your keypads, using A, B, C, or D, vote now. Well, 71%, it's a good majority, say his name.
Well, I'd say it looks like a pretty smart audience, and the more I thought of it, the more it kind of rang a bell, and it's such a funny name that it sounds like a good answer. So I'm going to go with C as my final answer.
Right again, audience, you did it. $16,000. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, keep going for $32,000. Dallas has already won 16,000. And Jim's standing by. Now, Jim is the nervous one in the family.
Oh,
huh?
yeah, he's a wreck.
Yeah, right now.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't sleep last night, Jim?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Tossed and turned.
And I understand you don't like scary movies either.
I think 30 million more people know that now.
You're an attorney, though, huh?
Originally, right. I do have a law degree. I no longer practice law, though, in a law firm setting.
Right. But you research, what does that mean?
Well, you know all those crazy research studies you always hear about being done at universities? Well, we're the people that actually negotiate all those contracts.
And what do they study at Penn State?
Well, just about everything. It's a huge university, but I've had some real funny research projects come up. I think the funniest was to try and to see how much people got motion sickness. So they give these college kids their $10 to be the guinea pigs, and then put them in this machine and shake them up and see how sick they got.
That's what we're spending our tax money on?
Yep, all government money.
Okay. Well, what did you learn from that? That motion does indeed cause sickness.
Right.
Good. All right, Robin, $32,000 coming up. Let's play. Here we go again. She's 6 away from 1 million. Who circumnavigated the Earth on a boat that came to be called the Golden Hind? Ferdinand Magellan, Sebastian Cabot, Christopher Columbus, Sir Francis Drake.
Boy, I have an initial instinct on this. I'm going to think about it just for a minute here, though.
Sure.
Well, I'm actually not too much of a risk taker, but I did have an initial instinct, and I could lose 15,000 here, but 1,000 paid for some nice dinners here in New York, and being able to have some fun here in the city. So I think I'm going to take a chance and go with my initial instinct.
Hold it down. Jim, are you all right?
I think so.
I don't even want to
He's
see
okay.
it. I don't want to see it. And I'm going to go with D as my final answer.
Sir Francis Drake. These are 4 great explorers. You picked Drake. You're right for $32,000. Great, Robin. Took them 3 years to go around the world from 1577 to 1580. Nice going.
Thank you.
And you still save those 2 lifelines. That's very, very important. So we're 5 away from $1 million right now. Here it comes for $64,000. What was the first song the Beatles played on their first Ed Sullivan Show appearance? All My Lovin', Please Please Me, Twist and Shout, Help.
Boy, I've seen those film clips so many
Yeah,
times. They're
yeah.
so famous, but gosh, most of the time you just hear all the girls screaming. You can hardly even hear the Beatles singing. I'm a pretty big Beatles fan, or a music fan in general, and I know that Help came a lot later, so that's pretty easy to rule out.
Twist and Shout. Wasn't that Perry Como? Trying to have a little fun, that's all. So that leaves you All My Lovin', Please Please Me, Twist and Shout.
And those were all right about that same time when they were just starting out.
This might have been a good one for our audience,
Yeah.
but you still have those 2 lifelines.
I have another initial instinct here. I actually initially thought it was a different song. It's not even on here, so. Well, again, if I guess, this is sort of the free question. If I guess here, I don't lose anything.
Hate to see you leave altogether, but sure, whatever you want to do.
I think I'm going to go with A as my final answer.
All My Lovin'. That's what they sang for Ed Sullivan. Good for you.